Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. How the hell are you? Welcome to the Warm and Toasty Club Online Memory Afternoon. It's Friday, it's 1 o'clock. Of course, it's time for the Online Memory Afternoon. Hello, everyone. How are you? Sorry about those dancing. I don't know why I do that dancing at the beginning. That's probably sort of like some weird sort of habit I've got. I know if Jeanette's on the screen, she does it as well. I hope your week's going well. I'm looking out the window. It was really grey and dark, but it's just started to get really quite nice now at the moment, actually. It's quite good. Let me welcome onto the screen my co-hosts and good friends and buddies, Jeanette and Tom. Let's see where they are. Jeanette, come forward. Tom, come forward.
Hello.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
See you. Yes, very well. Mustn't grumble, can't complain. That's the official line. Jeanette,
It doesn't make any difference if you do.
Doesn't make any difference. No, who's listening?
Jeanette's looking very official today, I think.
Is she?
Yeah.
I've been at work. I had a new client start today. I had to actually go out to work. I've been working in my office.
A family show. It's a family show, Jeanette. Enough about clients and stuff.
Okay. So yeah, I had to put makeup on. So lipstick this week. So I've been out to make a good impression on my first date. It was like starting school for the first time, and I had to go to this building, and I didn't know where the toilet was, and I had to keep the distance from everybody, and lots of gel, and so. But anyway, I got through it, and it was good.
You got through it, and you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, well done! You getting a new client.
I've got loads now. I'm working pretty much full time.
And Jeanette is a professional wrestling trainer. For anybody that hasn't heard.
Yeah. And part-time flower arranger.
Flower arranger.
I went for the Power Rangers job, but ended up as a flower arranger.
I've just lost my screen. Let me find you again so I can see it. Facebook's behaving very strangely. I'm just seeing if anybody's coming on yet. Yeah. No, not just yet. I can't see anyone at all.
All I saw was Matthew.
Yes. So let's tell everybody what we got coming up. Anyway, they'll soon be with us if they're not already. So on this memory afternoon this afternoon, our online memory afternoon, we have our memory subject. Here's the thing. We started talking about it last week, but we never really got to it properly. And that was about kindness. Who has shown you kindness in your life? Imagine you're sending out a greeting card and it says, "Thank you for your kindness." Through your life, who would you send that to? It's a subtle and poignant sort of subject matter. And when we've used it in our non-online memory afternoons before, it went down really well. It's rather lovely. So have a think about that. Who has shown you kindness in your life? Good afternoon, John Froggett. Nice to see you. Then we have Show Shamush. Hello, David in Drury, Kent. Nice to see you. We're actually sunny Colchester at the moment over here. Not being showing offy, but yes. Then we've got after Show Shamush, we've got a video from a guy called Joe Rose. John Froggett might have heard of him actually. He's going to be appearing. What's that, Tom?
He's quite a good friend of his, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very good friend of his. Very, very close. Very, very close.
Yeah, like that.
Like that. Interwoven. So a little video from John, a little message from Joe. Joe, John. And then we have Sweet of the Week, of course. Absolutely. We've done the biscuits. We're now moving on to the sweets. Cheese probably next. Things like that. We'll see. Then we've got
cheese is a good one.
Cheese of the week. You'd like that one, Tom, and your gloves, wouldn't you?
I would too. Love that.
Yeah, we could really go to town with a cheese of the week.
Totally into cheese of the week. Cheese and wine of the week. Yeah. We could do a tasting, actually.
Ooh, yeah, I love that.
We could. But how would he would we deliver all the bottles and the cheese to people out there so they could get a flavour of it?
Just
No.
round to me and Tom would be
Just
enough,
you and Tom.
really. Do you
Okay, that's
think?
fair enough.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair.
We speak for the masses.
You speak for the masses. And then we've got a live guest this afternoon who's actually alive and he's going to sing as well. And it's Matthew Crampton. We'll say hello to him in a little while. Matthew's performed at a number of our memory afternoons, and he's also performed. I shared a video of him in the week performing an hour variety show at Colchester Arts Centre. He's a lovely chap, and he'll be singing some beautiful songs in a while. We've got the retro raffle coming to your town. That'll be coming up. We've got some great prizes this week. Some great questions. You know, keep it locked.
And no cheating. No cheating this week.
No cheating, and no cheating from Tom, who does like to sort of like spoil it all. Afternoon, Brian. Hello, Tony. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Yeah, we got a poem from that lady in the middle there. Where's she at? She's in the middle. From Jeanette, and then we've got some more from Matthew. That's kind of our show. It's kind of like, you know, a bit of chat, nostalgia, of course. We're going to share some memories. If you didn't hear and you've just tuned in, who has shown you kindness in your life is the subject matter. And I'm going to try and get back to it. And as we only have one photo for Show Us Your Mush, we might get the opportunity. You're not sending your photos in, people. What's happening? We've had enough of Jeanette for a while. She's really
more
honoured
than enough.
Tom, not so much, but he doesn't have so many photos. I have to tell you, the first photo is actually for my family. Again, lovely as it is, and they are. We need more of your photos. Send them in to us. Put a comment in with a photo on Facebook. Send us a message privately or email thewarmandtoastyclub@gmail.com. We'd love to see it. But until then, show us your mush, show us your mush. Everybody show us your mush, show us your mush, show us your mush. Everybody show us your mush. There we go. Thanks, Frank Turner, for sending that little jingle in. The first one we have this afternoon is the only one. This is a photo. I don't know when it was taken. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to just take Jeanette and Tom off screen just for a second, just so they get everybody gets a flash of that size of the photo. Bear with me, Jeanette and Tom. I'll be back to you in a second. This is a photo from my sister Annie, and it's of an aunt on the left. My older brother Steve. I think he could be in his school uniform, or maybe not. My mum in a hat, very glamorous. My dad, and then below my dad is me, I think, in a trouser and short suit that my mum probably made for me. It looks a bit like it could be Prince of Wales check, but that's probably just my wild and vivid imagination. And on the left is my brother Simon. This was taken years ago. We were attending some. Oh, there they are. There they are. They're back. They thought that was away, but they're not. They're back. Thanks, Annie, for sending that in. I don't know, Annie, where was that photo taken? An afternoon to Michelle, by the way. It looks like it must have been at a wedding. They're standing outside a church. I would say it's probably late 60s, around about 1970. I'm not sure.
72, I reckon.
You're going 72, Tom. Jeanette, any idea?
Yeah, maybe a bit earlier because it's black and white. You don't get many black and white in the 70s. They'd created colour by then, surely.
Surely.
No.
Yeah, I think maybe 1969, 70.
69, 70.
Isn't
Okay.
70 the 70s, Jeanette?
Well, more 69 then.
Yeah,
Let's just be a little bit pedantic.
Yes, let's.
While I try and load this, I'm trying to load people's comments into my screen, but for somehow
On Facebook, that photo
yes
is that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking at this on its side.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's
Not
a
on
bit
Be
weird.
Live, but on Facebook, on the other screen that I'm looking at.
All right, I'm going to take you off. If I take you off, is it still on its side? You can tell me behind the scenes.
Go on then.
Is that still on its side? Oh, wait for the delay. Yeah. Shower shamush, shower shamush, everybody shower shamush. Still waiting for it on Facebook. Still on the side. No idea why that's doing it. Annette thinks it was a wedding. She's my sister and she should know because she sent a photo in. I've no idea why that's on its side. Luckily, nobody's sending photos in, so I don't know if we'll be doing Shower Shamush next week, the way we're going. Anyway, that's Shower Shamush.
It's very nice. I like photos from that time.
Shower Shamush, everybody shower shamush, shower shamush, shower shamush, everybody shower shamush.
Johnny, on the Show Us Your Mush and talking about old photos, yesterday it was my aunt and uncle's, Uncle Joe and Auntie Mary, it was their 60th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
And they live out in Clacton, and it was so lovely. We all went, loads of all my cousins and people, we went and visited them in their garden at a distance, and while the weather was nice, and had tea and cake. It was really lovely. And it reminded me that in my loft, I've got the big box of family photos from my mum from when.
Oh, you're the custodian of it.
I am the custodian. So I need to get in the loft and get the big box of photos out so I can find my aunt and uncle from 60 years ago.
Wow,
their wedding.
that'd be lovely.
Yeah, so you might get some old photos.
Might get some more. Week. Basically, it's Shower Shamush, Jono, and Jeanette, really, isn't it?
It is really. Us and our families.
We can chart our life. We'll be doing family trees and that. Crazy. Send in your photos. It can't just be me and Jeanette. That's just so wrong. Even though Jeanette's might have a gold mine in the loft. Let's say hello to everyone. Michelle, hi. Annie, hi. Sandra, hi. Irene and Colin. Lovely to see you. Just to tell you, people, have a think about this. I'm going to show you a video. But whilst I show you that video, have a think about the subject for the memory this afternoon. The memory is who in your life has shown you kindness. And we'll come back to that. We're going to take Jeanette and Tom off the screen just for a tickly boo. See you in a sec, guys. And we're going to put a video on the screen, if I can find it. Put it up here. This is the wonderful Joe Rose, and he's going to be giving a little message and singing a little song. So I'm just going to, let me mute that. I'm just going to get out of the way and play you this video of Joe Rose, who will be appearing live next Friday on the show.
Hi, we thought we'd put a little song together for you great folk down there at the Warm and Toasty. Missing you all. Should have had a couple of gigs in by now, but unfortunately, coronavirus. Jono's doing a great job with your Warm and Toasty Friday afternoons, and I thought I'd just try and ruin it all for you by sticking in a quick song, which I hope you're going to dance to. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Work it out yourself. It's not rocket science, as they say. Miss you all. See you soon. Here we go. Have you got it yet? You must have. When Marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs a shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Sway with me, stay with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. I hope you're dancing along. It's all my own choreograph work. I don't get any lessons. I probably should. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much indeed. We look forward to seeing you next week. That's Joe Rose.
He's good.
Tom's just coming back in time. Whoa, he's in like Flint. If you saw
just
what I saw on that screen with Tom running to get in there.
All out of breath now.
Yeah,
That's
sorry,
his
Tom.
exercise for the day.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
went round the block. Yeah.
You've got to do it. You've got to get out and about. If you can, people, keep it safe. So the memory, kindness. Anybody remember kindness in their life? Surely you must have done. Oh gosh, there's so many examples, aren't there? I mean, for me, are you going to sneeze, Jeanette?
I was going to. I think I'm all right.
It was quite theatrical.
I know,
Didn't even do it.
You'll know when I sneeze.
Can you mute yourself?
Probably. I'm just looking at the little machinery with the microphone. We'll see.
There is a mute button, I think.
Do you remember kindness to Jeanette in your life? Who's shown
I
you
remember kindness. Yeah, two people in particular stand out. Three actually. Yeah. So my last boss I had for a couple of years, who taught me loads and was really kind and really generous and gave me the confidence and all the skills I needed to set up my own business, which has been hugely successful. Huge thanks to Stuart Allen. And also my sister, who calms me down when I get a little bit stressy and, you know, a little bit crazy. She's so brilliant, and she's younger than me, but you'd think she was the older sister because she's so much more worldly than me. She's brilliant and she's so kind. And then Valda Hamblian is just lovely. She's treated me like her daughter since I was 14 or 15. And, you know, obviously a few years later, and she still treats me like her daughter. And I'm so lucky to have somebody that, you know, loves me like that. And she's been very kind all the time.
Yeah.
So they're my three key people that I can think of straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's lovely. What about you, Tom?
I was thinking about this earlier today, and Jeanette always goes on about being so poor when she was young.
I was.
Yeah.
And I was remembering actually that when I was really young, I lived in Spain. So my mum was out there by herself quite a lot of the time. And so she had no money whatsoever. And I remember that the people there was quite a fancy restaurant just up the road, and they used to feed me.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I can remember going, and they would make me a steak sandwich. And that would be my dinner for the day, probably.
Oh, wow.
So that was things that I hadn't thought about for ages. But apart from that, no. Yes, no. I think what was interesting, because I was trying to remember other people, and I thought, actually, you know, you remember sort of unkind things sometimes, don't you? You know, people being unkind. But actually, there's not really been that many in my life, I think, compared to the people who are actually, you know, just normal and probably very kind most of the time, aren't they? People are generally kind.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think, well, the people that I know, it's free, isn't it? You know, was it cost?
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you nothing, but it's perhaps time. You know, that's about it. But
I mean, you know, a couple of people not been sort of maybe not very pleasant, but actually, on the whole, people are really nice to each other. I think. Well, that's what I've found anyway.
Yeah, I think that you get back what you put out. I suppose if you're decent, then you get that back.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's always. Most people is probably going to be mums. Certainly, my mum was always very kind to us and gentle. My wife, very kind to me. There's probably loads of instances where people have just been kind for just a moment. One that always came to my mind is my older brother Steve. At my mum's funeral, I was reading a piece that I'd written at the funeral, and I broke down, and I just remember a hand on my shoulder coming to sort of soothe me, and I thought it was my younger brother Simon. I was really surprised it was Steve, and he just read out the rest of the piece, and I never ever forget that. Makes me quite emotional, but yeah, just little things sometimes. Like instead of sending you, what's the way to the church? And first right, second, go down the hill, past the thing. And when people do that, that's not kind. That's not kind to a person like me. If you say like it's the first left, that's kindness. But if you say go past the 4 hedges, the big hedges, then go round the roundabout 7 times, and all of that is gone within the first step. I don't know if it's a thing with men as well. Why at parties do they like to hear what route they took to get to the party?
Male small talk.
Yeah, that small talk thing. I don't know if it's just me. I just don't get it. You know,
you don't ask for directions usually, you men.
No.
That's stereotype. I don't know.
That is a stereotype, but it's quite true. I don't necessarily like stopping.
But women do, though. Is that what you're saying?
I always ask for directions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like talking to people, probably. So just some kind of interaction is nice.
Can you just come in and give me directions?
Even though you know where you're going, you still ask.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's to hear people's accents. I remember when I was young, I was having I was in a road trip with somebody, and we were in Birmingham, and I made them stop the car so I could ask somebody the direction of where we knew we were going, because I wanted to hear the Brummie accent.
Oh, wow.
I'd be the same in Newcastle.
You get caught out nowadays. You stop and they go, "Hey, you've got a sat nav." I just wanted to hear your voice. Just wanted to hear your accent. I hope you don't mind.
Have you got a sat nav on your new bike?
Sorry, say again.
Have you got a sat nav on your new motorbike?
No, I've been thinking of ways to put my phone into some kind of contraption on the tank so that I can use Google Maps on my phone on my bike. But I don't want to scratch the petrol tank. So, and the bags that you put on there are magnetic, and I'm looking into it, shall we say? I know I haven't got the new bike yet. I'm still waiting to hear when I've got to go and collect it. So.
Well, we could do a new feature. Show us your bike. Show us your bike. That might go down.
You'll see it when I get it. Oh,
I bet it'll be all over the socials.
Yeah.
I was sort of thinking about the cheese and wine. I think if we sort of
goer, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Actually, if people want to do a taste, we could do it the week before, couldn't we? Tell them what wine and what cheese to have.
Yeah, you're all professional. Like that's how they're doing it online now, aren't they? You're telling people to go and buy the product.
Yeah.
Get it on your order or whatever. Yeah.
And they can give it to us free, of course.
Yeah. Well, it would be advertising for
years worth or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cambozola is my favourite, and Dolce Latte.
Is that a film?
No, they're cheeses. They're creamy blue cheeses.
Living life at the Dolce Latte. No, it's not that one, is it? I don't know. I'm uncultured.
I think it is that one, yes.
Let me say, let's see what people are saying. Lovely people. In reply to Joe's song, Tony says, "But what such lovely mushes." Thank you, Tony. Nice to see you. Nice. I'll pay you later. And it says, lovely version of Sway. So you're not in Barbados then, John. Joe, I mean. Sorry, not John. They're different people. Great song. Clap, clap says Irene, and Sandy. Sandra Collins says, great. And she also says, hi, Jill. You okay? Yeah. Hopefully Jill is okay. And Annette Bowden-Casson says, my brothers and sister have shown me such kindness over the years, and our late mum, who showed me boundless love and kindness always. Nice. Love to you, Annie. And it's echoed back from you, your kindness. That's my sister, and she's one of the kindest people I know. She always, I think it's in life, it's good to put someone else in front of you a lot of the time, not always so you're demeaning yourself, but you reach out to other people, and she does that all the time. She's so lovely and kind. Sandra Collins says, yes, my mum was always kind to us. Bless. Also, my hubby, always good to me. Ah, Sandy, where's your hubby? Get him on. We want to see him. Send us a picture of his mush. We want to see his kindness. And John Froggatt thinks Tom's on a real idea there of a wine of the week, cheese of the week. Kisses right back to you, Annie. So, Annie, I don't know if you'll be interested. She likes cheese as well, and she likes a bit of the old, She goes, yeah, that one, yeah. So keep those memories coming in. They're rather beautiful, and I want to try and spend more time dwelling on our memories.
Excuse me, my doorbell just rang. I'm just
go
going
and get your doorbell. Don't bring the postman in. Social distance. We'll wait for Jeanette to do that. We'll keep her on screen just in case the postman does come inside and show us his mush. Yeah, I think it's nice to share some of these memories, and especially when they're poignant ones. We don't do it often enough. We don't always stop, do we? And appreciate what's been before. And as I have, oh, here she is back. How was it? Let's see. How was it, dear?
It's there. That's it.
Jeanette has got a parcel. Hurrah!
Yeah. Well, I ordered it for someone else, and so anyway, that's it. My good deed done.
Good deed for the day is done. Okay, so let's move on. Keep thinking about those memories though, and write them up. We will share them. We're going to move over to Sweet of the Week. Come and try a sweet banana. Have yourself a lollipop. Why not try a sherbet dip dab? Give it everything you've got. It's the sweet of the week. I don't know how we'll cope. It's the sweet of the week. So just vote. There's a new theme tune. Vote. That's right. I think that was my longest theme tune ever. Jingle. I should have made that a bit shorter. Just realised it. You should have told me, Tom and Jeanette. That was nearly 30 seconds, I think.
It's almost a whole song.
That's almost the whole song. So this week we've got a battle of the bottle. Yeah, the two bottles for Sweet of the Week. These two were suggested by Wendy Buxton online. Lovely Wendy. And the first one, let's just get the pictures. The first one up is cola bottles. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Now, cola bottles came in two varieties. There's fizzy and the smooth. I'll put the smooth up in a short while. The fizzy version, what was it? Somebody was saying, somebody put up a quote. These are medium fizzy sour, not so much that they make you go cross-eyed, but enough if you suck one first before chewing, you get a reasonable hit of sour fizz. There we are.
Do they make the insides of your cheeks touch?
Oh gosh, yeah. Some of them, I seem to remember, they made the inside of my cheeks and gums sort of like a bit irritable for 3 days.
Blister.
They're very popular. They're one of the most popular sweets. I mean, we've got that version. Let's show you the other version, the smooth, translucent versions, which I used to get for when I used to play five-side football every week, and I used to always bring my wife back a load of these. She used to like. That was very nice. I saw a review of the cola bottles. Have a think about it. Have a taste of those cola bottles. It says, I love eating. They give it 3 out of 5 stars on Amazon for cola bottles. I love eating these so much because they made me feel sick. I ate too many of these in too short a space of time, and I felt sick. That's the first time I think I've ever felt sick from eating sweets. I've never had the sheer amount in front of me that this product provides. They are great to eat in moderation, though. And they still give them 3 out of 5 for making them sick. It's like they were going out their way to make it. Yeah. What do you think, people, of the cola bottle? Do you remember? Do you remember those? Fizzy or translucent? They still can get your vote. Have a think
Bulimic
about
or not.
have a think about that for a minute while I ask them. Tom, have you tried a cola bottle in your time?
Yeah, a very long time ago. I don't really drink Coke and stuff anymore, and I haven't done for quite a long time. But I think I probably the fizzy ones I sort of remember liking a bit more, really.
Okay.
They're a bit dull, the other ones, aren't they?
I'm going to put the fizzy ones because you're both nodding. What about you, Jeanette? You like the fizzy ones?
The same as Tom. I don't drink fizzy drinks usually, unless it's a mixer, of course. And
Hello.
yeah, the
With your
fizzy
wine.
cola
with your wine and cheese.
Of the week.
No, I do like cola bottles, but just the plain ones. They're like gummy bears and stuff like that. They're just chewy bits of gelatin, which I think is made of, isn't it boiled bones or something, or hooves or something?
Please don't bring that subject up. It's the sweet of
Anyway,
the week.
I'm not
Old
keen on
food.
gelatin, to be honest. Some of the cheesecakes I don't like because they use gelatin. I'd rather have the baked ones where it's set on its own. And the same with chewy sweets. If they're too like Haribo and stuff like that, they're all just chewy jelly stuff, which I'm just doesn't do it. It's the stuff on the outside of the fizzy ones that I like.
Okay.
That.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's take those off screen for a minute. People can ponder. You can vote for cola bottle. You don't need to say fizzy or clear. Just cola bottle is enough, and Jeanette will adjudicate.
will.
Did you know Jeanette is in the paper today? If you've got the local paper, she's in the paper, being a great volunteer for us for the last 6 years, I think it was. She's
off now.
Yeah.
That's enough.
So that was that sweet, and Jeanette's in the paper because she's a wonderful person. The other one, the milk bottle, the battle of the bottles, is the milk bottle. Now, again, there are two varieties. You have the dusted and the smooth varieties. 3, if you include, they had one with pink, half of pink and half of white bottle. I would say with these, just look at my tips. Don't wear dark trousers when you eat the dusted ones. And as somebody said, I love these sweets, but I wish they used less powder. Great taste, but you end up looking like Pablo Escobar. So that's the smooth milk bottles, and these are the dusted ones that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Seem to remember black trousers, and you got them in your lap. You finished, didn't you?
Yeah.
Trousers, anyway.
Yeah.
These have been going for years too, and I don't know. You're going to tell me, are they as popular as the cola bottle? Do you like the milk bottles as much as the cola bottle? Savor them both, roll them around your mouth, mind the dust on your trousers or your top, and see what you think. While I give you a review from Amazon for the milk bottles, a 1 out of 5 stars for this one. They are not real milk bottles. They have no taste apart from tasting of soap. Not nice, won't buy again.
Not enough glass.
Who buys them and thinks they are real milk bottles? Come on. That's not fair on Amazon, is it?
Was it you, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
If it was you and you're on the stream, apologies from us. We'll send you some milk bottles if you like, real ones. Let's see what people are saying. Sandy, Sylvia, nice to see you, Sylvie. She's only got sound. I like tall speakers. I like small speakers. If they're music, they're wired for sound. And he says, I don't know what you mean, Johnny, referring to the previous conversation about having a drink. She says, I like cheese and just a little wine, of course. Laughing face. Glad you got sound, Sylvia, and glad you're with us. Nice to see you as always. Sandy says, hi, Sylvia. Annette Belden-Casson says, fizzy for me. That's on the cola bottles, so she's not going translucent. She's with Jeanette and Tom. John Froggett, he says, anything fizzy, in my experience, is always best. There we go.
Apart from fizzy yogurt.
Yeah, no, fizzy yogurt.
I had that once.
Good. Fizzy yogurt's not good.
It'd gone off.
Ooh, that's going to upset your tum-tum, isn't it? Annie's going straight in there. She's saying milk bottles get her vote. Sandra says milk bottles. Anybody else? Have you got any more views? Should we have let's have Jeanette influencing you, sort of like, have you got a pick? I'm going to go out on a limb. You're an adjudicator, so you're meant to be impartial. But if you wasn't an adjudicator, what would you be going for?
I would be going for the milk bottles, especially the ones that are coated. I'm looking at the picture now on screen. Honestly, I could eat them now. I know they're a bit chewy, but they just don't seem as dull as like, you know, the boiled gelatine ones that I talked about earlier. I honestly could eat a handful now, right now, and I've got no sweets in the house at all.
Oh God, it's going to be a bad day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now.
Well, wonder what that postman brought. He might have brought some sweets, possibly. No,
He did, but they're not for me. It's a dieting thing called Huel. I don't know what that is. Huel. I ordered it for someone else, so they get a discount.
Could you just not nick them?
Well, it's diet stuff, so they're not going to be that great, are they?
No.
She wants diet.
Go down the shop.
What about you, Tom? What you're leaning towards?
I'm looking at those milk bottles, and I think yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I think I sort of remember them as a child. As a child, I just thought, yeah, I can taste that powdery bit. Yeah,
That's interesting.
They get my vote.
They get your vote. Yeah, I loved them when I was little. I read yesterday, I can't remember, I think that the cola bottle was probably about the second or third most favourite sweet in Britain. It was voted in one poll. I like Irene says, never tasted either. No vote from me. Sorry, Irene, we've got ones that you haven't tasted. We'll do better next week.
I was just thinking, even as a child, I did realise they weren't real milk bottles, though.
You did not like that person who wrote in that review. No. Amazon.
I don't know how I did it, but I just sort of thought, that's just not a real milk bottle, is it?
I expect they didn't like flying saucers for the same reason.
Michelle, hi Anne. She says 2 votes for milk bottles here, especially the powdered ones. Oh, okay. So milk bottles are doing very well, but let's come back to those in a minute. I'm going to take those off screen. Say goodbye to Jeanette and Tom just for a moment. Keep getting those votes in. Milk bottles or cola bottles? It's the battle of the bottle. The battle of the bottle. I keep saying it until it sounds right. And on my screen, I'm going to find out our special guest of the day. Where is he gone? I can't see him on my screen. I'm reaching for him. He's there. Let's bring him on screen and say hello to Matthew Crampton.
Hello, Jono. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Tom. And hello to everyone in warm and toasty land.
What a lovely, rich tone of voice you've got, Matthew.
I've upped the bass on my microphone to make it as deep as possible.
You really have. Sorry, I was talking over you. It's internet. I try not to do that. Tell me about your bass voice.
My bass voice. Well, I get up very early in the morning and I gargle gravel for about half an hour, and I find that helps because I don't smoke anymore. Once in a long time ago, I smoked, so you can't do that anymore. So gargling gravel, that's my tip.
Don't try that at home, kids. But other than that, only Matthew can do that because he is a deep. No, what is it called? What's it? Not baritone, is it? What's it?
It's a basso, actually, basso profundo.
There's no need to swear. It's an afternoon show for the family with your basso profundos.
Oh, and actually, while we're talking about bass, I'm going to do a premiere for you this afternoon, later in the show, not the first song, of the bass yodel.
Bass yodel. I don't know if I've actually ever heard of that.
Think of yodeling. It's that kind of thing they do in Switzerland with very high voices. And I can't do that. So I'm going to do a song, a cowboy song, a bit later, hence the hat, which has got yodeling in it. But I do it bass yodel. Premiere, world premiere today.
You've seen it all here first, people. Online Memory Afternoons with Matthew Crampton. That'll be coming up soon. But first, I'm going to hand it over to Matthew. Say thank you for coming on this afternoon. It's a pleasure to see you. And I'll hand it over to you to sing your first piece, dear sir.
Thank you very much, Jono. Welcome. Should we have a song? Well, should we have quite a few songs? I'm going to see how many choruses I can fit into just a few minutes. And please, I want to hear you singing. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Have a banana. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. I am an antichrist, I am an anarchist. Don't know what I want, but I know how to get it. I want to destroy passers-by, 'cause I wanna be anarchy. How do we follow the Sex Pistols? This is the only song that can follow Johnny Rotten. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and wide, clean and bright. You look happy to greet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my home and forever. Now, around the same time as that, but back in Britain, a song that you'll know. Please join me for Who Do You Think You Are Kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think we're on the run, we are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think we're on the run. Mr. Brown goes off to town on the 821. He comes home in the evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think old England's done, if you think old England's done. This is Charlie Chaplin's only song. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. There may be clouds in the sky. You'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through. If you still smile. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. There may be clouds in the sky. You'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun comes shining through. If you still smile. Now, I know there's a lot of grandparents out there who've not been able to see their grandchildren during lockdown, which is a real shame. So they're missing the kids, and they're possibly also missing the songs that the kids like to sing along to, like this one. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark. That's enough of that one, I think. Let's finish up with one classic song. Recently, it was the anniversary of Eric Morecambe's passing. And so here's the famous song that they always finished Eric and Ernie with. So do join us for this one. Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness, so much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as wide as the hands from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me joy. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. One last time. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Thank you for singing along.
Yay to the Matthew. Well
Pleasure.
done, Matthew. That was sounding lovely.
Hope that's all right.
That was all right. How is it performing? You need somebody standing behind your monitor going crazy, really, don't you?
I've got a little sign above my camera, which I'm using, say, look here, because I'm not looking at the screen. And it fell down halfway through the medley. So, I did. I do
thought you-
radio. So with radio, you're used to sort of performing and having to pump out lots of energy when no one can see you.
Yeah. I thought when you was looking at the camera that had fallen, I thought you was just being a bit melancholy.
I was sad that my sign was drooping.
Yes, you don't want that. That was
Don't want a
lovely.
droopy
Lovely.
sign.
You don't want a droopy sign. Was it Shark, Mummy Shark?
Baby Shark. Have you never seen that?
No, it was a revelation, dear. Revelation.
Oh my goodness me. There is a video. Go to YouTube, watch Baby Shark. You will not thank me.
No, thank you. Let's see. John Froggett says lots of claps for Matthew. Enjoyed joining in singing, says Irene. Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. We could hear you all.
We could hear you all. We felt the sense. We're going to say goodbye to Matthew just for a second. He'll be back very shortly with another song. See you in a sec, Matthew. And there is the team, including on the right, this week's Volunteer of the Week. Volunteer. She's been featured. Go out, if you're in Colchester, in your local, go and get the Gazette today, or we'll share a link online later. Jeanette's in it. She's very, very, very famous.
I took a walk earlier and a bus came past and her face is on it. She's got a picture on the bus.
Are you saying I look like the back end of a bus?
That's not what I said, was it?
Outrageous.
I know you, Tom.
What, is that what you think I meant?
Yeah.
Well, I did. No. You were a bit like Sex in the City,
Hey?
Oh,
Like, what's the
Harry
name?
Bradshaw.
On the side of a bus.
All right.
Okay, well, that's all
Yeah,
right.
Evening Gazette. Big picture of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you very much to Jono for allowing me all these years to help. I enjoy it enormously, as you know, and all the fantastic people I've got to meet in doing this. So many of them I love and I miss and I want to hug, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So thank you. And thank you to the lottery, obviously, for funding everything. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the other funders that have been in the time as well.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
very grateful.
it's not allowing. You're great at what you do. You bring so much. You're such a shining light, Jeanette.
Don't make me blush.
You are brilliant, Jeanette. Let me get on my list of things that I should say when I want to be complimentary to people. You are most excellent.
Amazing.
You're amazing, like really crazy good.
Oh.
No, you're great. And
Anyway, so do you want to know which is sweet of the week?
I was
It's
just
not
going to
me.
say, and also you're an integral part, same as Tom, and just a shout out to Dave, who's always there at our clubs, helping out. And I shared something on Facebook too, and he's been doing lots of volunteering in the last 2 years too. And there's lots of others. We had Sam for a while; she was brilliant. Anyway, I'm looking at the thing, Jeanette. Right, I'm looking at the votes, and I ain't seeing any for cola
I know.
bottles. I
Do you
mean, I
want to
know
see?
that I know we've got a fair amount of viewers there, but not everybody's commenting on. So, well, we better get to
Call
it. Sweet adjudicator. What are you saying?
I'm saying.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
No people. Milk
Nobody.
Milk bottles. Let me find the dusty version to bring on our screen. Milk bottles are the sweet of the week.
Yeah, man, have some sweet all day long. We dream of sweets, of getting lovely treats from our mum. Oh, it's the sweet of the week. Come on and shout yum yum. Go tell everyone. It's the sweet of the week. The sweet of the week. Thanks, Mum. Oh, I love you. And I love sweets too. Thank you.
Cracking jingles.
I don't know what's going on there. I did too many. I won't play you the hip hop version of Sweet of the Week. But thanks for doing that, Jeanette.
Grime. Was it a grime version?
Yeah, the grime version.
Sweet. Would that make you a sweet rapper?
Oh, she's quick, isn't she?
I've had my coffee.
Yeah, she's had her coffee today. Brenda, hi. She says, hi, Johnny and gang. Better late than never. I like cola bottles. A bit late. Oh, Bren, you're the only person that's voting for the poor
Still
thing.
that would be 4-1.
Thanks for your comment, Annie. Brilliant jingle. One tries, dear. One tries. Just a bit of messing around. So there we have it. Sweet of the week. I can't believe it. Cola bottle did get one, but milk bottles, as it's finished, I would have gone with milk bottles myself. I mean, I'm not just being naughty. I do like the dusty ones as well. They are rather gorgeous. So that's that for the moment. Let's take those off the screen for a second. Let's say goodbye to Sweet Adjudicator and Volunteer of the Week, Jeanette.
Woo.
And Tom. He's going to go. And we're going to go back to where is he? Let me find him. Let me find that man. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Matthew reappear. There he is.
Hi, I'm back.
That deep voice. How did you feel about the Sweet of the Week? What would you have voted for?
I regret that I didn't vote for cola because I should have put that vote in. I do prefer the cola bottles, and the milk ones that are coated are quite nice, but the uncoated ones were unbearable. They're a bit like the old sweet cigarettes. Do you remember them?
Oh, sweet cigarettes. Yes, used to get them.
Yeah. But last week you had refreshers, didn't you? Didn't refreshers
Yes.
win last week?
Refreshers beat the drumstick last week in our first ever Sweet of the Week.
Well, I've had the taste of refreshers in my mouth since I realised that, and it beats any cola bottle or milk bottle or anything. Refreshers are the best.
That sherbet in the middle takes over, doesn't it? That was a massive chew off last week. This was a battle of the bottles, and it's there it goes. People have voted. Not loads of people voting. It's a very low voting figures, but they all count. Every vote counts, people. Matthew, I was going to ask you. You do singing, but you're a writer, aren't you?
Yes, I do. I write books. I write very serious books, actually. Actually, now you say it, let me pull one out. This is unprepared, folks. I wrote a book called Human Cargo.
Okay.
Which is stories and songs of slavery, emigration, and transportation. So it's
an upbeat book.
Yeah, it's not the lightest of reading, but it was trying to give voice to people a couple of 100 years ago who were the migrants of those days. They may have been the enslaved. They may have been economic migrants. There may have been prisoners being transported to Australia. It was the days when people were leaving Britain rather than arriving, and I was trying to understand what was in their mind.
Yeah, yeah. My mum and dad were maybe a different period, but £10 Poms back in the day, and my older brother and sister
Right.
were born in Australia.
Oh wow!
What came first for you, the writing or the singing and the entertaining?
I've been writing for most of my adult life, and I only started singing in my late 40s, and I didn't really perform until I was 50. So the music's come much later.
I honestly thought you was probably still in your 40s. That's not just sort of being extra nice because you're a nice man. Yeah, I thought you were still in your 40s. So you're a bit of an old boy then.
I'm 58. So
Are you
yeah.
58?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm 57. I'm 58 quite soon. I'm 57 at the moment. Sorry, I always add.
You look
Terrible.
great.
But I did
You
a
look really
deal
good
with
for your age.
I
Sorry.
did a deal with the devil once, which allows me to look this young.
Yes. Is there a painting of you upstairs in the attic that you Dorian Gray sort of style?
I was going to say my photo albums, the old photo albums. When I open them up every so often, all the pictures just look really strange, like with the Dorian Gray story.
I should let you sing a song, and I believe you're going to do us a first for the online memory afternoons. You're going to do a country song. Is that right?
It's a country song, and it's a fine old country song. But there's another first here, a premiere, the world premiere of the bass yodel.
Well, enough said. I'll hand it over to you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Matthew Crumpton.
This here's a country song. I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob. He liked to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought it was the smartest guy around. But I found out last Monday that he got locked up Sunday. They've got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Bob liked to play his poker, Pinocchio, whist, and a euchre, but shooting dice was his favorite game. But now he's thrown in jail with no one to do his bail. The judge done said that he refused the fine. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I went out last Tuesday. I met a girl named Shuji. I said I was the smartest guy around. Well, we got to spending my money. She got to calling me honey. We took in every cabaret in town. We're in the jailhouse now. We're in the jailhouse now. Well, I told that judge right to his face, I don't like to see this place. We're in the jailhouse now. All together now. Thank you.
Very, very nice, Matthew. Thank you for that bit of yodeling in a certain style. Very low indeed.
Yeah. Thank you very much, John. It was a pleasure.
We'll thank Matthew, and I'm carrying on. I'm ripping through the subjects now. Thank you, sir. We'll see you shortly. Let's bring back our good colleagues. There they are. There's 1, 2. There they are. There they are. Tom is in the middle. Where's he at? He's in the middle.
I like Matthew Crampton so much. I like everything. His voice, his music. Yeah, I really like him.
He's on the screen saying thank you below me. He's not under my desk or anything. That would be a bit weird.
He can come and sit under my desk anytime he likes.
Oh, hello.
Right.
Tea and a biscuit. He's lovely.
Yeah, he's
Do you
good.
not have a boyfriend?
No, and I was singing harmony to his yodeling in a higher. Anyway, that'll
Oh,
be fun. When I play
can
this
you,
back later, I'll have big fun with that.
Jeanette, before we do the next feature, can you do that operatic song of Lonesome Pine again? Because I quite like that.
That's because you were singing the low bit.
The Laurel and Hardy,
can't sing
song.
No, we can't sing it together though because the timing is out.
Time is out. So just you do on the trail of the Lonesome Pine, please.
What are the words again? I've always told the lyrics.
Oh gosh,
In the blue.
Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the Lonesome Pine. Out at the end there. But that was funny when we did that earlier.
That was good. You didn't go quite as high that time. I think you must have broke.
I'd break all the glasses in the house.
Oh, don't say that. Deborah Page. Hi, Deborah. She says she loved that bass yodel.
Yeah.
And John Froggatt gives claps and applause, and it's well received. And you've got Jeanette all happy, Matthew. So thank you very much. It's just time for us.
And he has my heart.
Yes, absolutely. Let's go to the retro raffle.
It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. It's the retro raffle, never has been seen. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. Oh yeah, it's coming to your screen. Retro raffle. Yeah.
So there we have it. The retro raffle is with us once again. And let me show you what we've got for you. We've got some wonderful prizes in the retro raffle this week. Just looking at them on my screen, and it's astounding. I kind of feel a bit emotional that we'll be giving these things out. Actually, the first prize is actually in keeping with the sweet of the week. Is a sweet tin. It's a vintage one. This from the 50s. It's a very high quality prize, and it's I can't read the thing. It's Barker Dobson. They were a Liverpool sweet maker. Now, you can keep your sweets in this, your milk bottles, and luckily, as it's a vintage one, you get a little bit of rust inside the metal. I've told when I was growing up that rust was a sort of flavouring, and it won't harm you at all. So if you dropped it in the rust, you just give it a quick shake. A few bits stayed on. It doesn't really matter. That's on its way to you. Let me just mute this other thing for a second while I find the questions. We have 3 questions for you, and we have 3 prizes. So the first question, are you ready, people of Internet World? Yes. Good. Who sang the theme tune to the film Born Free? Born free as the wind blows. Who sang the theme tune to the film Born Free? And you're in with a chance of winning that actual tin, virtually, of course. You know, we'll be sending it, but we don't know whether it will arrive. Hi, Ellie. Tom. Jeez, man. Tom, take that comment off. Tom, well,
I just had
Tom. Go on, say your piece. In your bloody in your blooming clogs. Go on.
Oh, so I just had to do it. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Tom.
John's got it. John, look.
He just copied you, Tom.
John Froggatt's got straight up.
He knew it.
John Froggatt. He's on that Google, when he's on that Google. Well, Tom and John. I
Do you
didn't
not
listen.
understand this, Tom? You don't understand how this works. And it's
doesn't
people
understand.
supposed to be putting it.
It's terrible.
It annoys Jono a bit. I think that's what
It does. It makes me go mad. I said a blooming word.
He told you before we even started the show.
He
Don't do
did.
that, and then
So I
you
just
do
had
it.
to, I had to do it. I mean, it's like a red
He like-
rag to a bull, isn't it? I mean, don't do something.
I'm sorry about that. If I've gone extra red, Tom, I've
such an
gone really
anarchist.
red. I'm mad. I'm hopping mad. When he goes off at green, I'm going to have a right go at him.
I've got,
Did I say hi,
I've
Ellie?
got my
Hi.
Clash T-shirt on. You see,
You are
Oh, I
anarchy.
see.
Anarchy in the UK.
Yeah, indeed. Well, he got it right. John Froggatt got it right. Brenda sort of got it right. She ran out of letters, but she sort of got it right. And Irene got it right. But first was not Tom. We're not giving him that in because he's out of order. We're going to send it to John Froggatt. That sweet Tim will be virtually coming to you, John. It would arrive in about 2033. It might not arrive. We don't know. You know, we send it out. The answer was Matt Monro, who sung the song to the film Born Free. Can you sing a little bit of Born Free, Tom?
born free as the wind blows, or something like that.
They're very nice, very nice, very nice. Well, you redeemed yourself there. That croaky, that croaky voice always does it for me. I found it quite sexy. Brenda couldn't write fast enough to catch up with Tom. And John Froggatt says his life is complete. There you go, John. Next question. Mine. There you go, Tom. Mine.
My hands are staying
Hands on the screen.
Yeah, let's see the hands. See the hands. Now, this next item is another high quality prize. It's shown on a lady, but you can wear it if you're a gentleman too. This is an article from the 50s.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a sort of like a 50s poncho, I guess. There might be other names for it, but I don't really understand fashion, so I couldn't tell you. But to win this prize for a man or a lady, you do get it in black and white when it arrives as well. Because colour wasn't invented till the late 50s.
It looks a bit like one of those flying suits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen those where they go off the cliff?
Have you seen the videos of those
Yeah,
guys?
it's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's John Froggatt says it's a tent. It's a tent, John, but keep away from the Google and you might win a prize number 2. Here's the question. Which comic strip, which still runs today, first appeared in northern editions of the Daily Mirror on the 5th of August, 1957? Watch the hands. Watch Tom's hands. Jeanette, you can trust her. She's all right. Tom, he's bad. He's a bad man.
Totally trustworthy.
Brenda says it would be very flattering to your figure. It's true. You could be quite a big boned person and it'd still be all right to wear it. I'm quite a big boned person. That if I wore that, that would come up just sort of like below my man boobs.
Ellie
straight in there. She just beat Sandra. Andy caps the answer. Which comic strip, which still runs today, first appeared in northern editions of the Daily Mirror on the 5th of August, 1957. It was Andy Cap. Ellie, we're going to be sending that to you virtually. We hope you're going to be sporting it around Colchester. I'm sure you'll look very, very dashing in it. And it's really a pleasure that Tom didn't answer that question. So well done, Ellie. That's coming to you soon. Maybe it'll be coming. We don't know. Irene got in there late with the wrong answer. Desperate Dan. But I like that you were taking part. It was so close to it. Not quite. It was Andy Cap. Andy Cap. What are you laughing at now?
Ellie's just said, can't wait to jump off a cliff in that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't try that at home, Ellie. Don't try that at home. It wasn't fitted with the modern technology with the sort of the covering. Yeah, it's
a parachute.
Yeah, like electricity and that, or whatever they use. No, they don't use electricity today. Next question. Our star prize this week. It's from the 50s. It's a high quality prize, as they all are. And this is a mangle And apparently this is great for your washing. You put your washing through the rollers, you wind the wheel down, and you'll be done in no time. I'm just keeping an eye on Tom's hands there.
Could you do your hair, Jeanette, with that?
I don't think so, but I was thinking I could make some pasta. I could make some tagliatelle.
Yeah, it's like a modern pasta maker in
Yeah.
a
Huge
Big one.
pasta. It's like industrial size.
Yeah.
yeah. So
You make it for
everybody-
the whole street.
oh, Ellie says her granny had one, so she'll know what it is. But will she know the answer? Fingers at the ready, except Tom. Here's the question: who played George Dixon in all 432 episodes of Dixon of Dock Green? I can't see your hands, Tom. Who played George Dixon in all 432 episodes of Dixon of Dock Green? Brenda remembers our lovely mangle in the garden. That's vaguely familiar to me. I think there's a picture of me and my brother in the summer in woolen jumpers, and it might be in the background. Sylvia's sister had one. Who knew?
Sylvia's sister. That was a Doctor Hook song, wasn't it?
Sylvia's mother.
That was Sylvia's mother.
Sylvia's sister. We could.
Sylvia's father, who used to go in the wrong bed after having a drink. Great story. Love that one. So anybody with the Sylvia, she's got it. She's won that mangle. Sylvia, congratulations. Jack Warner was the right answer. Who played George Dixon in all 432 episodes of Dixon Dock Green? It was Jack Warner. I would play your theme tune, but every time I play somebody else's music, we get sent an email by Facebook saying, "Don't play somebody else's music. You're not allowed." So
Can you
all the
sing
mu-
it?
How
Have a go
did it
singing.
go? How did it go, Jeanette?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, you don't ask me then. I
Barely knew it was a
normally remember,
mangle.
yeah, I normally remember those things.
Was it really slow?
He used to talk at the beginning. It was really
Yeah.
slow.
Well, every time I try and think of it, I'm kind of on the verge of it, and then I get the Steptoe and Son music in my head instead. So it might have been similar, maybe a similar bass line. Do, 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 do. See, Steptoe and Son.
No. Hey, don't play it. Don't play it. The Facebook, they say we're copyrighting people's music. No, I can't get it. I tell you what we can do, Tom. If you got that, you could share it on the page, and then people can listen to the music if they want to hear the theme tune to Dixon of Dock Green. Well done to Sylvia. That mangle is on its way to you. We're sending it via Royal Mail, so we're not sure when it might arrive. It could be 2030 something or other. It's a virtual prize as well, so we don't know whether it will arrive, but hope you enjoy it. I'm just going to check with the answers that Sandy also got it right. Not quite as quick. John Froggatt, who'd already won a big prize, he got it right. Brian J. Jackson. Hi, Brian. Lovely to see you and to hear from you. He got it right. And Sylvia says, on winning the prize, her quote was, "That is just what I need," which is really nice. Ellie says, "You have Frozen, and I am off to Jan the Nans. Have a good weekend, everybody. I can't wait for my fly-in lessons." Have a great week, Ellie and Jan the Nan. Great weekend and a great week indeed. Tom's just shared a video if anybody wants to see that. Sylvia says, "When will I receive the mangle? I can then take him washing through the street like my sister used to do, but she wouldn't admit it now."
Oh,
It will be in the 2030s sometime. You know, don't hang around the door waiting for it. You know what I'm talking about, Sylvie?
Be plenty of dirty clothes by then. wouldn't there?
Yeah, there'd be plenty. Get a little pile of things from the street. That's the retro raffle.
It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen.
You get the idea. You get the idea. Right. Thank you for all taking part. And we're just having a little bit of fun. I know
My
it's
pleasure. It was my
Yeah,
pleasure.
thanks, Tom. really thanks, Tom. Now we're going to have something rather wonderful. Each week, the lady to my bottom left, Jeanette Lyons, our volunteer of the week, she in the
Of the
paper
week?
in the paper
1
today.
week.
No, all right.
A year.
It'd be a
Yeah,
different
volunteer
volunteer.
of the
next-
year.
Volunteer of the decade of the 21st century. How do you want it? I mean, you know.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
She's going to do a poem, so I'm going to get off the screen. Tom's going to get off the
Oh.
screen. The Mangle's going to get off the screen. Are you ready to do a poem, Jeanette?
I am ready.
Let's give it over to Jeanette with her poem of the week. No, hold on. I took the wrong person off screen. I don't know what I'm doing. Except Tom, he put me right off. He's put me
Me
right
off
off
every
my stride
week.
today.
So funny.
Here's Jeanette with the poem of the week.
Okay, glasses on so I can read. This week's poem of the week is by one of my favorites. I read one of his once before. His name is Brian Bilston. And this is a very recent poem, obviously. It's called On Leaving the House and Encountering Another Human Being. As lockdown lifts and we do start to go out a little bit more now. So here we go. I'm sorry I dived into the bushes. It's not personal, you understand. You happened to walk in my direction and my nerves got the upper hand. I'm sorry I screamed when you came near me. Don't take my angry shrieks to heart. Idiomatically, let's stay in touch and physically 6 feet apart. Apologies if it seems like you repulse me, that I recoil when you come near. In other times, we might have spoken or shared a joke or had a beer or waltzed together down the footpath. Perhaps we may yet still one day. But just for now, embrace the margins and wave to me from far away. That was On Leaving the House and Encountering Another Human Being by Brian Bilston.
That was very lovely.
Very relevant. wasn't it?
Very relevant. Yeah, you're good at picking out the ones that are of the moment. Lovely as always, Jeanette. Thank you very much.
you.
We're going to say thank you to Jeanette. She's going to leave us just for a moment as we welcome back, if I can find him on my screen, the wonderful Matthew Crampton. Let's see, where are you, Matthew? There you are. Hello.
On the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, by the trail of
the lonesome
pine.
Actually, there's a future duet going on. It's going to be like Kenny and Dolly.
Oh yes, oh yes,
Johnny
smashing a
and
nice.
Marie.
I've got to say, this has been such a treat to come on the show this afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me on.
Too kind, too kind. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. It's a real pleasure to have you with us. We'll get you back because it's worked. That's the thing. Will it work? Yeah. One, we know you're talented. We know you sing a lovely song and you're an entertainer. But it's quite hard for you entertainers out there in the world to get everything working. I'm not saying you've had any problems. It's been quite smooth for you. But
well, every gig was cancelled. Every single concert I had was cancelled. And 2 have come back. This one, which is lovely. And I'm doing one for the Harwich Arts Festival at the end of June. Otherwise, every concert's gone. So the income... I mean, sorry, I'm not trying to get... A lot of people are going through a lot of difficulties at the moment.
No,
so,
I understand.
You know, performers are just one more to join on the gang. So it is a joy to be performing because it's been months since I did any.
Yeah, and I think it's a very apt point, and people don't always know it. Most of the performers who perform at the Warm and Toasty Club overnight with the COVID-19, they lost their careers. Their careers were totally on hold because everything they do is about going and performing in front of people. And we've repurposed our services, and artists like yourself, Matthew, are having to repurpose, but it's not the same. You're not going to get the volume that you had before. So we're just glad you've come on. You've made it work. You've put some time and effort into it. I can see you've dressed up yourself with your hat. You know, you're really making the effort there. You don't look your age. It's golden, isn't it?
And there's a big fish as well.
And the big fish, which isn't real. He hasn't caught it at time. Anyway, we're going to have one more song from Matthew. It's been a pleasure having you with us. I'll hand it over to you as we say once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And hello to Matthew Crampton.
Thank you very much, John. I would just like to say, if you like any of the silliness, I've posted a few lockdown larks, very short, very silly videos on my website. And Jono put that up on the list of messages that scrolls beside this, MatthewCrampton.com. Okay. That's the plug. It's over. And now by no request at all, I would like to perform for you the Welsh Murder Ballad. Are you ready? Please sing along. At break of day, my boat. Oh gosh, I got it wrong. I'll start again quickly. I saw the light on the night when I passed by your window. I saw the flickering shadows of love on the blind. She was my woman. As she deceived me, I watched, went out of my mind. Why, Delilah? My, Delilah. I could see that girl was no good for me, but I was caught like a slave that no one could free. At break of day, when that man drove away, I was waiting. I crossed the road to a house, she opened the door. She stood there laughing. I held the knife in my hand, she laughed no more. Why, Delilah? My, Delilah. I could see that girl was no good for me. How people like her, I just couldn't take any more. Yada, 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 da, da. Yada, 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 da, da. She stood there laughing. Ha, 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 ha. I held the knife in my hands, she laughed no more. Why, Delilah? My, Delilah. Yada-da-da-da-da-da. So could see they come to break down the door. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take any more. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take any more. Thank you. That's the end of
Well
Delilah.
done, Matthew. That was lovely. I was a bit slow in getting back on the screen. I was enjoying it that much.
If anyone's been disturbed by any of the issues raised in that song, I apologize.
Thanks for coming on. We're going to leave you there on the screen while we say goodbye. But that was lovely, Matthew. Thank you. I've put Matthew's website up, matthewcrampton.com. Deborah says, brilliant. Thank you, Matthew. Brenda's giving applause. Really difficult to do when you haven't got a crowd in front of you. So well done, sir. That was really nice.
Thank you very much. I've got a lot of very angry neighbours knocking on the door.
Yes, they're baying for you now for blood.
Calling for less.
Calling for less. Thanks for everyone that's come along and joined us and commented. And we have our regulars, and it's really nice that you take the time to join us. I know there's lots of people who just like to watch, and we're saying hi to you all, to people we know and to new friends far and wide. Hope you're doing okay. And this is just a pause, and we will be back. We'd like to thank the National Lottery Community Fund for funding our work. And if there's anything about the show you'd like to change or just feedback on what you think of it, do put it in the comments, because it really helps us to devise what we do to make sure it's just right for you. Thanks to our co-hosts, Tom and Jeanette. Thanks for everything. Is there anything you wanted to say before we play out, Jeanette and Tom?
Goodbye. Thank you. It's been such a laugh again every week. I love it.
And Tom's gone quiet because he's in trouble.
Yeah,
He knows what's coming.
I didn't think I should say anything just
No,
in case.
Just in
For once.
case.
Just in case I put my foot in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Jeanette has been fantastic, though. I mean,
What? Now I don't trust him.
Yeah, watch out for him. He's lining you up for a fall there, Jeanette.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for the nice comments coming in. We're not seeking compliments for the sake of it. It's nice to have nice compliments, but it's just to check that we're doing what you want us to do, really. People saying it's a great show, great happy show. Bye from Brenda, bye to you. Great show, guys. Lots of love. Love to everybody. Marina Florence is going to see us out. We'll see you again next week, Friday, 1 p.m. with a live performance from Joe Rose. Bye for now.
Bye.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so. We're putting it all aside. We made it through by and by. It's warm and toasty.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Share our laughter sometimes too.